from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia. It's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Atlanta Falcons taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they interplay. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, they've been flawless these last couple months, winners of 9 in a row.
And that's the kind of streak you don't see too often in today's NFL since there's so much parity. So the way they've played has been truly remarkable.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Winston. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And all the way down to the 35. A big play on 3rd down for the Falcons. 45 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Now on second down, this is Gurley. Calling no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Vita Vea, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. That's That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And the Buccaneer first down.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
The tackle made.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you know,
and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. And it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
At their own 25.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 they had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But we're on QB2. Let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield, you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game. If they like what they did there, they just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Buccaneers 7, Falcons nothing.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and...
Now they try the right side here. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
He's brought down by Deion Jones.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 more there and another first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
A run with Jones on first down, not going to yield much. A yard tops. 2nd down coming up. Now an option play on 2nd down. Off the RPO, he completes it. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Buccaneer first down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
At the Falcons' 23-yard line.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Christian Wilkins make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
They'll roll him out right. The third down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip.
Buccaneers 10.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
25-yard
Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, don't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stat. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house from Buccaneer TD.
The kicker on.
And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Todd Gurley heading back out along with the rest of the Atlanta offense. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to it when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Well, still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. A second down throw for Winston. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
For the extra point.
So now 2 pick 6s that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
But #1, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
For the point after.
Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick sixes in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. On 2nd and 10, Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Open man is Ross, complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we've reached, there you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go.
Michael Badgley set to
the Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this carries into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Going deep depth. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. John Ross with touchdown number 20 on the year. And this Buccaneer offense is running away with this one. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard.
So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
At the 31-yard line.
From the 31, Winston. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
First and 10.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Devin White.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Play fake. Winston. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Second and 10 now from the 27.
Brings up second and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And the pressure gets to him again.
Winston sacked.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And here's Hoffrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Fournette. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to second and 4.
24.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And to give this time to the tailback. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 40-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
8-yard pickup. First down, Tampa Bay.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that one incomplete. They tried to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play.
Falcons, nothing.
Now a handoff looking right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They'll look to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Come on, D.
Winston now to throw on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And here now the offense heading back out there. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Back to it after the pick 6. Winston. The open man here, Renfro. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Jameis to throw it. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. You must be getting tired of seeing this.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 16 yards, a first down.
At the 45-yard line.
Again, it's Winston. High throw, but he makes the catch.
Winston's pass.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the Buccaneers' 39-yard line.
To the air again with Winston. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 26. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
6-yard line.
First down, Winston. And that's caught by the tight end, Bryant.
Winston's pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. To throw again on 2nd down. Winston. Caught outright by Renfro. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They'll throw again. Winston. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Jameis again. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Hey, Mike 20.
From the gun, Winston. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And he'll give it here to his running back. Room past the 20. And he's going to get this all the way up to the 30-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A gain of 21 yards. First down, Buccaneers.
So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step,